moments. Today is Thursday, April 30th of 2015, and I am bringing you the visions for today. First, well, there were a few visions for today, so getting right into it. The first one is of a few like sorority sisters or friends or whoever it might be. Basically, they were all in a room, kind of like a hotel room, getting ready to go to this dinner. And then suddenly another woman walks in. Let's just call her Jan. So Jan walks in and she goes up to one of the women and is like, you know, she says hello to everyone. And then one specific woman, she just doesn't really say too much. She just kind of gives her like a, hey, what's up? You know, quick nonchalant acknowledgement, which kind of pisses Jan off. She like literally starts to go off. She's like, how dare you just give me that dry greeting when I've known you for years and I've done so much for you and I know so much about you, all the skeletons in your closet and this, that, and the other. And, you know, everybody's like, well, damn, you know, because goodness, you know, of course she didn't get that great acknowledgement that you would expect from good friends. But at the same time, it's like, well, okay, now we see your true colors, because if someone kind of pisses you off, then you're going to let all their secrets out. So, what does that tell us? I just said it. Yeah, we have to be cautious. Basically, it just means that sometimes, for me personally, I don't feel that it means that we have to go above and beyond what is organic to us in order to make someone else feel comfortable. However, it does kind of speak to our judgment in terms of who we befriend. That we have to be sometimes more cautious. And this is the sad truth, because not everyone has, you know, the same mentality, I guess, in terms of if this doesn't work out, where we're gonna be type deal. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it sounded right to me. Anywho, on to the next vision. Basically, vision 2 occurs in a bathtub. Now, this bathtub is being filled with water, and the water is just running and running and running. And all of a sudden, the water, of course, it passes the edge of the tub. So, you know, just when they're like, oh shit, go get the towels, this is about to overflow, there's gonna be water everywhere, the water literally starts building like this invisible wall that kind of just lines up with the actual bathtub edges. And so none of the water overflows. However, when the person goes to pull the plug out to just let a little bit of water out so that they can still take a bath, all the water just drains out instantly, just like that. So what do I take away from this? Basically, I kind of look at the water as like emotions, and the bathtub as being like our own person, our body. And what I get from this is that sometimes we let our emotions, whether it be anger, frustration, stress, even happiness, sadness, whatever it is, no good or bad in it, but sometimes we let them build up to where they even surpass our walls, our own walls that we have, like our own body can handle. However, if we let it build up to such an extent, by the time we go to try to pull that plug to let it out, we're just expecting for it to be like a little trickle or slow drain, so that way we can just let out what we need to get out and then keep what else we need to keep. However, by the time we let everything build up so much, it just comes out like a quick flow. You pull the plug, it's all out. There's no little bit, there's no little drip or nothing like that. It's all or nothing. So, what does that mean? Be careful. Don't let things build up. I don't know, you know, what type of person you are, but I know me personally. If I let things build up, oh, best believe it's gonna be a storm like no one has ever seen before. So, instead of letting it build, let it out. That sounds like gas, but you know what I mean. Emotionally, yes. Okay, So the next one was basically a class trip where this class was taking a trip to like an Indian reservation. And then one of the students at the end of the trip comes in and says, you know, so who wears white pants to an Indian reservation? And she's like, well, obviously this girl is wearing white pants. So we're all like, well, you. She's like, no, everyone. Literally everyone in her class somehow decides to wear all white on this field trip. And of course everyone's dirty and what have you, but that's not the point. The point is she was trying so hard to stand out and be different by wearing white because she's like, no one in their right mind would wear white, but then everyone does. So the lesson in that, in my humble opinion, is just be yourself. You know, if you try too hard to edge ahead of the crowd or be different, then odds are good you're going to stick right in with everyone else. So just do you, boo, you know? Anyway, the next vision was about someone who's kind of like a fitness expert or guru or, you know, I don't know, gym person. And all of a sudden they start offering like these red velvet Twinkies, which I know sound magical. Yeah, I want one. But anyway, she starts offering these red velvet Twinkies to people and we're like, what the hell? You're like in the gym all the time. Why are you offering us this crap that's gonna pollute our temples? Anyway, she doesn't really respond, but what I take away from that is the temptation behind it. You know, either one, she's trying to get rid of the temptation from being in front of herself, or she's putting temptation onto others. So either way, we just have to be cognizant, which is a cool word, of what we do and what we accept. Got it? Got it. Last one is an old friend. Again, theme. Anyway, there's an old friend that is offering some products that she's now working with as a free like peace offering to someone that she hasn't spoken to in years. And this is kind of like, I don't know if it's like hush money or whatever it is in the form of actual products. Oh, you can see my television is on in my glasses, the reflection. Anyway, sorry, distraction. But what I kind of took away from that is that, of course, it could have appeared as being an ulterior motive behind it, like, you know, like I said, hush money, or it could also be that she literally comes in peace. So sometimes we just have to accept things for what they are instead of try to read more into it, which is kind of ironic because we're looking at symbolism behind visions here. Anywho, I never said this was perfect. But if anything resonates with you, feel free to contact me. www.marisamoments.com. I will get back to you, I promise. No judgment, no sharing of information, no nothing. It's just between you and I. So I hope to hear from you soon. Anyway, check out my book, shameless plug, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.